2, the second part. The Lego Movie 2, the second part, is the sequel to the highly successful and surprisingly well-made and well-received Lego Movie from 2014, and to keep it simple, the movie takes place exactly where the first one left off. Oh, I'm not kidding, it takes up literally 1 minute right after the first movie ends. And through the first couple minutes, there's a whole bunch of mischief, chaos, and destruction, and then eventually the characters end up in this Mad Max type landscape. And there's a lot of Mad Max references in the first part of the movie, and they're in some sort of apocalypse type scenario. Pretty much all of the main cast from the first movie are back here reprising their roles of their respective characters. You have Chris Pratt, you have Elizabeth Banks, Will Arnett, so on and so forth, and their performances, they do an outstanding job with these performances, and I love them for that. So the basic part of the movie involves a bunch of alien Lego ships, as it were, coming around and abducting some of the characters, and now the main character, Emmett, played by Chris Pratt, has to go stop them once again and be the hero. Okay, let's get this straight out the way. First and foremost, this movie is fucking adorable. It's absolutely cute. This is adorable and absolutely cute. It's the first movie. It's very well made. It's very enjoyable. You can tell it's made for families, but really anyone can enjoy this movie. I generally like the characters. I like Emmett's optimism. I like Elizabeth Banks' realism. I like every other character's specific quirkiness and their own character perspective. I like the Batman character. There's just something about the way they talk and the way their expressions are, even for Lego pieces, that just kind of like has that gripping, realistic feeling toward it. That makes me kind of like, oh, that's really cute. There are some new roles in this movie. One of the characters is actually played by Tiffany Haddish. I actually could pinpoint that out about halfway through the movie when I thought about it. And there's some other things. There's like the rest of the Justice League. Gandalf is in this. There's even a Bruce Willis cameo in here. And before you ask, no, I'm not spoiling anything. These aren't like major plot points, but they are in this movie. One thing I did notice about this movie is that there are a lot of like other pop culture references in this one. I mean, the first one had some too, but this one had a lot more of them. A lot of these references geared toward the DC universe, particularly Batman. I really could not have been the only one who caught them in the theater. A lot of people noticed them, well, a lot of the older people, and we all laughed at them, and I just like, yep, that's a good reference. That's a good Batman joke. That's a good Batman joke. That was a good one too. I definitely like the fact that this movie does acknowledge other things in other movies. This makes sense considering that all the other DC properties are owned by Warner Brothers, and this is the company that essentially made this movie, so yeah, it makes sense. The movie's about, I'd say it's about an hour and 45 minutes long, but it doesn't really feel like it. It feels like a full-blown 2-hour movie, but it's a very enjoyable 2 hours that you spent going back and forth with these characters. Speaking of back and forth, they do kind of like do that thing where at the end of the first Lego movie, you realize that it does take place in the real world, kind of sort of from a kid's perspective. And they do that a couple times in this movie. It's not really jarring, but it does kind of bring in the human element towards it. And I definitely really enjoyed that. And another thing about the movie, the music in this movie, it's very adorable and it's annoyingly catchy. At one point, one of the characters acknowledges that this may be a musical and they start singing. And these songs are really, really, really good. Like, they're really like gonna get stuck in your ear good. One of them even acknowledges the fact that this is going to get stuck in your ear. And believe it or not, I did actually play it on the way home. I think it's called the Catchy Song. Yeah, once you hear it in the theater, I was kind of like bopping and rocking in my chair, and I'm like, good luck trying to get that out of your head as you go home. So overall, this movie was extremely well made. This is just as adorable as the first one. It's as likable as the first one. All the same actors, all the same, basically the same consistency with this movie as you would have with the last movie. The music is very catchy, it's annoying, there are a lot of pop culture references, and overall it's just a fun time. Your kids will love it, you'll love it, I'll love it, pretty much everyone will love it. And for that reason, I'm going to give this movie a gold ribbon rating. Easily one of my favorite movies of the year so far. Okay, so the Lego Movie 2, the second part. Have you seen it yet? What did you think? What do you like to do with Legos? What's your favorite Lego toy? Whatever it is, leave me a comment below and tell me how you feel. Also, don't forget to check out my Twitter at AstroidMike. Don't forget to check out my blog. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like what you see here. Click on the link below or wait to the end of the video. Make sure you share this so other people can see it. And as always, I will see you around. So until then, this is me saying, peace out.